It's a new week in GTA Online, and in today's video, I'll be showing you the best ways to make money, how to get free cars for completely free, all of the removed vehicles that have returned for a limited time, and all of the limited time discounts that you should take advantage of. Let's get started. For the best ways to make money this week, first we have vehicle cargo sale missions, which are on 2 times money. If you don't know already, the best way to use the vehicle cargo warehouse is to fill it up with all 20 unique and mid-range vehicles, so that you only get top range vehicles from the source missions. When you're ready to sell a top range car, always sell in a public session. The sale missions are very quick and easy, and usually you don't have to worry about any griefers. Remember that you can also use ghost organization to hide yourself from other players, and you should be able to complete the sale mission before it runs out. You should never sell in an invite only session, as this causes NPC enemies to spawn in, and they'll shoot at you, drive into you, and massively damage your car. If you sell vehicle cargo in a public session with 20 or more players, you can earn a maximum of $300,000 per sale, minus the modification and damage costs. Next, we have the community series, which is on 3 times the money, or 6 times the money for GTA Plus members. Individually, these missions probably don't pay out a massive amount unless you play a long game with lots of people. However, players who complete 5 community series missions this week will receive $500,000 within 72 hours. And finally, we have RON missions, which are on 4 times money this week. Now, these probably aren't worth running if you're an experienced player, but if you're a new player, then they probably are worth running this week. Do note that the more players you have, and the longer it takes to complete a mission, the more money you'll get. Just like every week, the regular and HSW time trials are a great way to make a quick 350k. The regular time trial is casino, and all you've got to do is set a waypoint, jump across the highway, and then follow the waypoint the rest of the way to the finish line. I recommend the Hakuchou drag here for dodging traffic, but any fast car will do. The HSW time trial is North Chumash to Palomino Highlands, and all you've got to do is place a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. When you're driving through the canyon, there's no need to rush because you've got plenty of time. Once you're out of the canyon, it's just an easy drive to the finish line. I recommend the Hakuchou drag here for dodging traffic, but any fast HSW vehicle should do. As always, your regular big money makers remain the same. For your passive money methods, make sure you're sending out your warehouse technicians and bail agents as often as possible, maintain your income from your safes, and keep on top of your passive businesses like the acid lab and bunker. For your active money methods, keep farming your Kaya Precos and your hanger crates. For your free vehicles this week, first on Warstock Cash and Carry, we have the BF Ramp Buggy. This vehicle usually goes for just under 3.2 million or 2.4 million with the trade price, but this week you can claim it for completely free. Now, you do need to own a vehicle cargo warehouse to buy the Ramp Buggy, as it's a special vehicle, but luckily you can also claim the LSIA warehouse for completely free as well this week. At the LS car meet, the prize ride vehicle this week is the Grotti Vision. This car usually goes for just under 2.3 million on Legendary Motorsport, but this week you can get it for free by finishing top 5 in an LS car meet series race for 4 days in a row, and I'll show you how to do that now. So first, I recommend joining a public session if you haven't already, and then what you want to do is run over to the race organizer over here and select one of the 4 following race series. You'll either be put into a race as a host or join someone else's race. Considering you only have to place top 5 this week, I'd recommend joining a drag race, as regardless of how many players there are, you'll always make progress towards the prize ride challenge. Alright, I just completed a race, and as you can see, I've made progress towards the prize ride challenge. If I do the same thing for 3 more days, I'll get the car for free. At the Diamond Casino, the lucky wheel vehicle this week is the Albany Brigham. This car usually goes for just under 1.5 million on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, but with a bit of luck, you can win it for free this week. Let's spin the wheel, see if I get lucky. Nope, not today. Got some RP, my favorite. Once again, there's no claimable vehicles at the salvage yard this week, so if you don't want to do any of the robberies, you don't need to. If you're finding the video useful and want to keep up with the weekly updates every week, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. It massively helps to support the channel, and I'll know to keep making these videos. For your free vehicles this week, at Simeon's, we have the Nagasaki Hot Rod Blazer for $69,000, the Weenie Dynasty for $471,660, the Grotti Stinger for $850,000, the Dinka Jester for $240,000, and the Benefactor Serrano for $110,000. None of these vehicles are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these ones a miss this week. At the LS car meet, we have the Volcar Warrener for $120,000 and the Western Cliffhanger for $225,000. Neither of these vehicles are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these ones a miss this week. For your discounts this week, for completely free, you can get the LSIA vehicle warehouse and the BF Ramp Buggy. For 50% off, you can get any executive office. For 30% off, you can get the Eclipse Boulevard Garage plus modifications, the Bravado Hot Ring Hellfire, the Dinka Vito Classic, the Ocelot R88, the Karin Sultan Classic, the Lampadati Komoda, the Karin Everon, the Dinka Kanjo SJ, the HVY Dump, Dump, and the Albany Hermes. Definitely be sure to get the Ramp Buggy if you don't have it already. If you don't already own a vehicle warehouse, definitely be sure to grab the LSIA one. If you don't already own an office, definitely be sure to use the 50% discount this week. If you don't already own the Eclipse Boulevard garage, definitely be sure to buy that this week, especially if you have lots of cars. The Hot Ring Hellfire, Sultan Classic, Komoda, Evron, Kanjo SJ, and Hermes probably aren't worth buying this week, as they're not high-performing or must-own vehicles. The R8H probably isn't worth buying this week, as it's not the best open-wheel car. The Vito Classic probably isn't worth buying this week, unless you want it for the memes. And for the love of God, do not buy the Dump. At the gun van, you can get the Tactical SMG, which is 40% off for all players, the Railgun, which is 40% off for GTA Plus members, the Service Carbine, the Marksman Rifle, the SMG, and the Knife. For your throwables, you can get grenades, pipe bombs, and sticky bombs, and of course, all of the body armor is available to buy as well. Let me know in the comments what you're getting up to this week in GTA Online, whether that's grinding some of the content bonuses or buying some discounted vehicles. And while you're at it, why don't you check out the rest of my channel? If you want a quick rundown of everything that's happening this week, click on the video on your screen now. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.